Hi, everyone. It's Shap. Welcome to Small Nuggets, Big Change. My name is Craig, and I am going to be doing this with my good friend, amazing author, podcaster, leader, Dr. Christopher Jones. So the name is going to be Small Nuggets, Big Change. This will be episode 1. It's called I Suck, No, I Don't. And the reason we're doing this is originally I thought that providing small tips about wellness once a week would be really helpful. But I just had Dr. Jones on my podcast, Cutting the Crap with Chap. I'll have the link in one of the future podcasts that we do. And he just blew me away with how intelligent he was, tons of common sense, and an amazing leader. So I said to him, Chris, how would you like to do this together? And of course, his enthusiasm was amazing. And we are both really excited for this process. We think you're going to get so much out of it. Let me give you a little bit of an idea of what it's going to be. We're going to be posting an episode every Wednesday. So this first episode, I Suck, No, I Don't, is going to be coming out on Wednesday. And they're going to be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes long. We want them to be brief and to the point where you can get some tips that are going to be really helpful. A little twist on it is each of us are going to respond to the title, which again, today's is I Suck, No, I Don't. And Chris has already given me his response to what that means, but I haven't watched it. So we're not going to watch each other's responses because we really want it to be something where you see the perspective of each of us without it being swayed by what the other person thinks. So you'll either see mine first and then his, or his first and then mine, depending on who's setting up the prompt. Okay. And again, they'll be 5 or 10 minutes long. And at the end, I will do a quick little wrap up of the things that we said. And the biggest thing is we really want you to give us your comments and feedback. That is really critical. What did you like? What suggestions did you have? What did you disagree with? To help us for future episodes that are going to be really important. Again, please consider following my YouTube channel, Cutting the Crap with Shap. And Dr. Jones has something called Seeing to Lead. That's his podcast. It's amazing. So please follow that as well. We love your support. So with that out of the way, let me get to I Suck, No, I Don't. And again, I haven't seen Dr. Jones yet, so I'm just going to give you my quick take. The number of times as a teacher, coach, trainer that I hear people overly critical of themselves, I can't even count. It's all of the time. So I'll give you a perfect example is I'll be teaching or coaching and I'll give somebody a compliment. I'll say, wow, you did amazing today. And their first comment was, nah, I sucked today. I was horrible. And I'm like, what are you talking about? If somebody says that you did well, take the compliment. Own your greatness. Now, one of the things, of course, with that is it's very easy for many of us to not want to brag. And instead of being like that, we end up kind of being self deprecating. We kind of say, oh, I suck. I'm not very good. And really, that doesn't do anybody any good because then, first of all, if somebody gives us a compliment and we don't take it, we're kind of diminishing the compliment they're giving us. And on the other side of it is when we do that, we are actually hurting our own self worth. We're not owning the really, really good things we do. And then what happens is when something actually really doesn't go our way, we're so quick to kind of bash ourselves. It's kind of like, you see, I told you, Chef, I told you I suck. When really, listen, we all have bad moments. We're not going to be successful in every single thing that we do. There's going to be things that just don't go well. But we really do need to embrace the attitude of being great. It doesn't mean perfect, and it doesn't mean that we want to brag to others. It's just owning the really good things that we do. And here is a few tips on that. For me personally, if I do something well, I honestly write it down. I have a journal, I put it in notes, whether it's teaching, coaching, training, whatever it is, I make a note of it because it reminds me of the good things that I do. Another thing is to really say it out loud, like, I'm proud of myself. I'm glad I did this. Just like if we do something wrong, we want to own that as well. And it's all about practice, doing the same things over and over. It's very easy to kind of be so critical of ourselves that we keep bashing ourselves over the head and saying, I suck, instead of actually saying, no, I am really worth it. I am good at this. I'm proud of myself. Those words, while they seem small, they're not. They really, really do matter. So, my final thing is start slow, give yourself credit, and I will finish with you are awesome. Dr. Jones is going to be following up. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. And then I will finish at the end. We welcome your content, your comments. Please subscribe to our podcast. That's how you support us. Thank you again for all you do. Dr. Jones and I appreciate you. Have a great day.
I suck. No, I don't. What a great prompt by Craig Shapiro. Craig, brother, so happy to answer this one for you. Look, one of the most limiting things we do, one of the biggest negative behaviors we do is beat ourselves up. Think about it. How many times do you make a mistake when you're trying to actually improve yourself and you fall a little short? You say, oh, I'm a failure. I suck. I'm no good. No, you aren't. You're working on getting better. And for anybody to get better, they have to fail, make mistakes, and get up and try again. So how do you do that if you keep telling yourself with that bad negative talk that you're no good? You're right. It's a bigger struggle, and eventually you fail. So what you have to do is every time that negative voice, that little guy on your shoulder, sometimes not too little, says to you, you're a failure, you suck, you're no good, you have to say, no, I don't, and you have to stop it right there. You have to not use negative language out loud. I mean, if you don't want to take it from me, Bruce Lee, pretty famous guy, pretty great guy, even said, be careful how you speak. Don't speak negatively about yourself, because those words then become your reality. Now, of course, I'm paraphrasing, but how do we do that? You see, it's easy to say that just for one thing. It's easy to say, oh, just do this. We say that all the time to people that we're trying to help. People say it to us, and we get frustrated, and the circle continues. It's more difficult to actually put it in place. So I want you to do an exercise with quarters. Take a handful of quarters, enough to buy a cup of coffee. More on that in a second. Put them in one pocket. I don't care if it's your right or your left. Put them in one pocket. Every time you say something positive about yourself, or you stop yourself from saying something negative, take one quarter out of that pocket, move it to the next quarter, or move it to the next pocket. You guessed it. The whole idea is to get all the quarters into that other pocket. Once you do that, go buy yourself a congratulatory, grateful-filled cup of coffee or any other beverage of your choice. That will help you stay focused on it. See, when we want to do something like this, we need to stay focused on when it happens. That's the way you do it. You can also use a journal to mark down your thoughts at different points. But the coins, honestly, they work better in the moment and help you focus on changing. Well, that's all I've got. So listen, don't listen to anybody ever tell you you're a failure or you're no good or you suck because you've made a mistake, you've failed, or you've fallen down at something. Push forward. And the last thing that should be coming out of your mouth as you look to improve is, no, I don't.
Hi, everyone. It's Shap. So that is the end of episode 1, Small Nuggets, Big Change. I want to thank Dr. Jones for his awesome responses. As I was listening to his stuff, I was thinking, this guy is the man. He's got so many great tips. So with that out of the way, our final closing message is this. I love Dr. Jones' idea of quarters, journaling, and just constantly saying to yourself, I don't suck. I'm worth it. I'm getting better. Remember, these are small nuggets. They're little steps to help you get better. It's going to take a lot of practice and things aren't going to be perfect, but Dr. Jones and I believe in you. We know you can do it. We're proud of you. Please consider again subscribing to both of our podcasts, Cutting the Crap with Shap and Seeing to Lead. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. And every single podcast that we do, episode will finish with this. You are awesome.